Hello, dear students. Today we are going to learn about writing the chemical formula. In a reaction, there are different chemical formula, and in a compound, there are also symbols and definite formula of different compounds. How do we go through uh, these formulas so that we can write the formula in a more accepted way? The first thing is the chemical formula of a compound is a symbolic representation of its composition. That means chemical formula is a symbolic representation. That means we provide symbols to the elements. We provide symbols to the elements or to the composition so that the compound can be represented by these symbols, and these symbols in turn represent the elements. Therefore, the symbols of elements are essential to learn. Therefore, to learn the chemical formula of a compound or to learn the compounds, we need to learn first symbols of the elements. In the previous video, I told you that you must have to learn about the symbols of all elements in the periodic table, like hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, hydrogen, carbon, etc. Then the combining capacity of the elements, or when the symbols are also available, then we should learn about the combining capacity of the element, that is valency. In the previous video, I already told about the valency. It is the combining capacity. That means an atom, for example, this atom A, how many atoms does it occupy or does it combine with? For example, it has 3 arms, that therefore it can combine with 3 atoms. That is valency. How many atoms does a particular atom can combine with is also very important. This is also important for the learning of this chemical formula. Next is valency can be used to find out how the atoms of an element will combine with the atoms of another element to form a chemical compound. I already told this, that by valency we are able to know that how the atoms of an element will combine with other atoms, how one element combine, or how one atom of an element combine with the other atoms. This is indicated by the valency. That means capacity of the element to combine, combining capacity. For example, if I have I will exemplify this valency means like this. For example, octopus having 8 arms. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. These 8 arms are of octopus. For example, one human have 2 arms. One human have 2 arms. That means human can combine with other 2 arms, by these 2 arms to other 2 arms of the octopus, like this. That one human, another human again having 2 arms, another human again having 2 arms, another having 2 arms. That means an octopus can combine, can occupy 4 humans. This is the example of valence. That means combining capacity. A human can combine with its 2 arms, but the octopus can combine 4 humans because it has 8 arms. This system, the valency system, it helps us to understand the combining capacity of an atom. And actually this valency system is depending upon the electronic configuration of the atoms. This electronic configuration, that means how many electrons are present in the atom, and this electronic configuration we have to deal with in the another lesson. Here you have to learn only about the chemical formula. Valency of some elements are given here. I have given some atoms, examples of some atoms having different valency. For example, these valencies are in the form of these small numerals 1, 2, 3, whatever, and the element, for example, hydrogen, it is an ion having plus sign. Hydrogen plus, that means ion. The number of symbols present on the element represent the number of its valency. For example, it has 1 plus sign, that means it has valency 1. Chloride, chlorine has negative sign having one negative sign, that means valency 1. Valency means combining capacity, that means hydrogen can combine with another one atom only, not two atoms. Chlorine can combine with one atom another. Sodium, Na, it has again plus sign 1, that means valency 1. Next is name of potassium, again K plus 1. Magnesium, magnesium having 2 plus, that means valency 2. Oxide, 2 negative, that means having valency 2. Iron, Fe2 plus, it can have 3 plus also, having again valency 2, that means iron can have valency 2 as well as 3. Aluminium, aluminium having 3 plus, that means 3 valency. Some atoms are some ions are polyatomic ions. Some ions, these are the simple ions, either cations or anions. But some are polyatomic ions, that means the ions formed by one or more atoms. Number one is ammonium, NH4. It is a polyatomic ion formed by many atoms. NH4, it has 1 plus sign, that means valency 1. Whole NH4, not only nitrogen, but as a whole you have to take it, NH4. Hydroxide ion, OH whole negative. Carbonate, CO3 whole negative 2 minus, that means 2 valency. These are polyatomic ions, and this you have to remember, or this you have to memorize the valency of different elements, valency of different ions. You have to remember so that you can directly write the chemical formula of a compound. Now what are the rules for the chemical formula? How do we write the chemical formula? There are certain rules. Rule number one is the valency or charges must be balanced. That means in a compound the charges must be balanced. That means hydrogen is having plus 1 charge. We cannot form compound with sodium plus also. That means it does not. It is again plus. That means this atom cannot combine with sodium atom again having plus charge. But that means why it does not show the balance of charges. Therefore, H, it can combine with Cl having negative charge. Cl negative charge. That means HCl is neutral. Plus cancels minus. That means HCl. Why HCl? Because hydrogen can occupy one element. Hydrogen, it can occupy only one element having, for example, one atom. Chlorine can also occupy one element having one atom. That means HCl. HCl. This is the chemical formula of hydrogen chloride, HCl. It says the first rule that the valencies, charges must be balanced. That means plus and minus charges must be balanced. Next point is some elements show more than one valency, which is shown in Roman numerals as the valency. Some elements show the valency more than one. For example, this magnesium 2 plus, aluminium 3 plus. That means This can be shown by Roman numerals. Next is when a compound consists of metal and non-metal, the symbols of metal is written first. For example, we have another compound NaCl. Why do we write NaCl? Why can't we write ClNa? The rule says that when you have compound made of two elements, one is metal and one is non-metal, then you have to write first the metallic element. That means sodium is the metal, chlorine is non-metal. That means Na first and Cl then. That is why NaCl, not ClNa. This rule says that you have to write, in case of the compound is formed of metallic element and non-metallic element, we have to write the metallic element first. For example, NaCl. Next is, fourth rule is that in compounds formed with polyatomic ions, if a compound is formed with a polyatomic ion, the ions are shown in bracket. The number of ions is shown in bracket and writing the number of ions outside the bracket. The number of ions is shown in outside the bracket. For example, here magnesium Mg having how many valencies? 2. Like this, 2. That means it can combine with two polyatomic, two atoms having one valency. If we talk about OH, hydroxide, here hydroxide is having OH negative, one valency. That means it can combine with one element, it can combine with two elements. That is, therefore, magnesium can occupy two hydroxide ions, MgOH whole 2. It indicates the fourth law that in compound formed with polyatomic ions, the ions are shown in bracket. The ions are shown in bracket and writing the number of ions outside the bracket. I have written the number of ions, that means 2. That means 2 hydroxyl ions can combine with magnesium ion. Bracket. If the number of polyatomic ion is 1, if the polyatomic ion can be 1, the valency of the polyatomic can be also 1. If that polyatomic forms compound with another element having one valency, then the brackets are not required. For example, NaOH. Na is also having one valency, OH is also having one valency. We don't need to write the brackets OH. Therefore, the fourth law indicates 2 points. That means if the polyatomic ions are present in a compound, the number of these ions are indicated outside the bracket, and if the number of these polyatomic ions is single, they are not shown in the brackets. Thank you. I think to have understood the writing the chemical formula in this way. Thank you.